So I had the great idea of just putting a flip down license plate bracket on here so I could flip this back, reach the cable, and pull the trunk lid open. And so then I was telling Gerald about it, and he was like, yeah, why don't you just go ahead and attach the cable to that too, idiot. That way, when you flip it down, it opens the trunk. So, that's what I did. So now that's done. It sticks out a little bit. It doesn't bother me. The original bracket stuck out a little bit too, and then it had this giant bump stop on the bottom. So the plate stuck out at least that much on the bottom anyway. So it might be slightly more than it was, but once the bumper filler and the bumpers on here, and that's no longer the rearmost sticking outage piece of the car, it'll be just fine. So that part is done. And then this part is done. This part, not done. Will be done. Bodywork is done. So now I just need to sand all the edges, scuff wherever didn't get sanded doing bodywork, mask it, and poly prime it. So that's where we're at with this. It's been raining every day here, so can't really move this thing out and mask it and prime it until I can move this stuff outside. So I started buffing on this. And like when you sand all the peel out of this, you start to see some stuff that you couldn't see before. But I'm pretty sure in the sun it's gonna be just fine. And even if it isn't just fine, it's gonna be just fine anyway. So I didn't get crazy on this. I sanded it with 1000, 15, 3. And I just started compounding it. I haven't done very much. So that, and also bolted down the top of the license plate too to the bracket. So now this is much better. And that's because Gerald made me do that. I was like, hey look, this is done and it works. She's like, you're gonna bolt the top of the plate too, you idiot? I was like, yeah, yep, sure am. So that's done. Sanding, buffing, stuff like that. We got one door weather strip in on this side. So yeah, still hard to shut the door, but it's getting better. Didn't shut. I'll shut it when I turn the camera off. This door, it hangs. See how it dropped down? So this door's hard to shut anyway. I should have, when I had the fender off, I should have jacked up the door and bent it a little bit so it sits higher, because in order to get it to sit flush with the quarter here, you have to use the latch to pick it up because it's worn out old junk. So, but I also think maybe it changes when it's not sitting on the frame. So anyway, this is perfect. More buffing. So I got the roof buffed. 1000 grit, 1500, 3000. Didn't get crazy, did everything with air, no hand sanding. And it's good enough. Outside, it's gonna be sweet. So now all I have left is, everything else. So that'll be real quick, like, no problem. Done before you know it. So I've got the hood buffed. I didn't do the greatest job. I don't think I sanded with 1500 long enough. I mean, it looks good, but if you look super close, you can see fine scratches in it. I'm gonna leave it for now until I get the rest of the car buffed, or at least I get the fenders in compound, and then I may compound the hood again. But for now, it's done, and I guess time to move on to the fenders. I don't know if I'm gonna just do the whole other side and then turn the car around and then do this side. I mean, I could. There's enough room I could get to this side, but I gotta paint this jamb, door jamb, and fender jamb still. So I'm just kind of doing stuff backwards, kind of jumping around, and I don't know why. I just kind of wanted to get the buffing done, but I don't know. Maybe I'll buff this. I don't know what I'm doing. You'll see later, alright? That's it for now. That's all I got. There's a cruise this weekend. Maybe I'll take some video of that. I doubt it. So I got some of this because I was curious. I've heard it sucks. I've heard it works good. I'm going to try it on this fender that I sanded with 1500 grit and see what happens. So yeah, it probably won't work, but I just want to see how it compares to the 3M. So I forgot to show, but I have this fender buffed out and polished now. I ended up doing the 15 dry DA with the finishing film, and then 3000 wet Trizact, and then I used the red foam pad with that Menzerna cutting compound, and then I hit it with the orbital with some polish, and it's pretty good. It's good enough. Not perfect, but definitely good enough for this. And I was curious, so this is just sanded with the 1500 grit finishing film, dry, and then I took a wool pad with that Menzerna compound just to see, curious how it would buff out the 1500, and it's you could do it. It's not bad. I'm gonna sand this with 3000 grit Trizact because that'll look nicer. It'll be faster to buff. That doesn't, I mean, I just went over that once, so you probably could really get after it. There's no reason to do that. You know, back in the day, a long time ago, we used to sand stuff with 1200 and buff it out with that 3M compound that came in the gallon milk jug that was clear. Anyway, the compound wasn't clear, the jug was clear. So anyway, I'm gonna 3000 this, and I'll probably use this wool pad. The fender I did with Meguiar's red foam pad, but probably do the through the wool, it seems to go a little faster. And then I'll hit it with what I did for a second step, because the wool pad in that compound is kind of coarse. I used this Grio's orbital buffer with their orange correcting pad and their correcting cream. And then after that, I used the black pad with the 3M number 2 polish. So that's what I'm doing on this. It's going to be just fine. Stuff like that. So anyway, this compound, I think this bottle is like $27. You can probably buy 4 or 5 of these for the price of one of the 3M bottles of compound right here. And I don't really see much difference. This is definitely not better than that one. So they're pretty similar. But being that this is $100 and something a bottle, I think right now, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure it's expensive. And it's not like it's super crazy special, so I don't understand why it's so much. It's not worth it. So I'll try this some more, and I'll probably stick with this, or I'll try some other ones. If you know a good cutting compound or a good system, let me know. Maybe I'll try it out, because I just don't think the 3M is worth the money. The original plan with this was to paint the bottom in a satin clear and glossy roof. Then somewhere along the way, I decided to make it glossy. And seeing it sanded in 3000, I think I made the wrong call, because it looks really cool. Even the highlights show up really well. And it looks pretty sweet. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe later I'll take it all back apart and put some flat clear on it. I don't know. I always wanted it flat, and for some reason I changed my mind. And it looks good shiny too, but this is pretty cool looking. that cheap?
No.
Alright, let's start looking.